Hey everybody, Gunston Undercover. Today is February 7th, 2019. It is Thursday. It's kind of a cold day. It's in the 40s here in New Jersey. And I am down here at Long Branch Police Station. There's a nice little memorial they have out there. And the reason I'm here is we have another Blue Zero hero story for you. And once again, I'm going to pose the question, which topic you think this one was? Was it sexual predator? Was it drunk driving? Or was it violence? Or was it all of the above? I'll give you a second to think about it. All right, your second's up. Well, if you said sexual predator, you would be 100% right. And let's read the story. This one is here, it's reported on NJ.com. It's a story just starting to develop. And here it is right there. I'll put the link in the description so you can look it up yourself. And it's entitled, NJ Cop was accused of groping a woman at a sports bar. Now he's suspended. So let's read the story and let's hear what this great guy here, this guy who's out protecting and serving us, did. So it reads as follows. A Long Branch police officer is under investigation after allegedly groping a woman Friday and has been suspended without pay. Police Chief Jason Roebuck on Wednesday confirmed the suspension of Patrick Joyce Jr. Long Branch Mayor John Palome said the investigation was being handled by the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. Long Branch Lieutenant Charles Shirley said no arrests have been made as of Tuesday, but declined to comment further. Details of the allegations were confirmed by two law enforcement sources with knowledge of the investigation who declined to be identified because they weren't publicly authorized to speak on the matter. The alleged incident occurred at Jack's Goal Line Stand, a Long Branch sports restaurant that closed for part of Friday evening to host a party celebrating new and promoted officers. A message requesting comment from the restaurant was not returned. Joyce, 35, did not return an interview request. Joyce's wife, Melissa Joyce, said by phone that neither of them would comment and directed questions to their lawyer, but she declined to provide a lawyer's name or contact information. Joyce, who entered the city payroll in 2004, was a unique record in Coastal City. And yeah, let's get into it. It says in 2010, he was charged with aggravated assault after an off-duty fight outside a bar at a nightclub, the headliner down in Belmar, New Jersey, according to court records, and he was temporarily suspended from the department. He later pleaded guilty to simple assault and received a year of probation. Once he was back to work, Joyce reported using force more than almost any other New Jersey cop. Do you hear that, folks? You hear that? Joyce uses hands, fists, a baton, and other types of force 52 times from 2012 through 2016. That's 4 years, according to the force report and investigation by NJ Advanced Media. Wow. Well, I'll put the story, the link in the description. You can go read the full story. But I also did my own little research on this fine, upstanding person out there protecting and serving us. And it's reported he was enrolled August 1st in 2004. He's earning $118,000, $856. So that's $118,856 he's earning. And I know some of you people out there just cannot believe that officers make this kind of money here in New Jersey, but they do. And he's been on the force since 2004, so do the math, that's how long he's been on. So originally he was charged in January of 2010. He was charged with second-degree assault, him and another gentleman outside a nightclub in Belmar, and later got that pleaded down to a simple assault and paid his fine and went on probation. Also, let's see, there's something else that happened here. Oh, other charges. I looked up to see what other charges he had, if he had any. Looks like he got a ticket for metered parking. And then he had two separate incidents of alcohol beverage violation in Ocean City, and I'm assuming that's Ocean City, New Jersey. And it looks like he got a ticket in Rumson for maintenance of lights. So he must have had a headlight out or something. But so we got into the next subject here. How does somebody like him get a job? Well, I'm glad you asked that. He is the son of retired Lieutenant Patrick Joyce, who is now deceased. And from all things I can find, it looks like Lieutenant Patrick Joyce was a nice guy, and everybody, he was well liked. And So you get an officer who gets a job not because he's qualified, but because he's connected, and that's a quite common theme here in New Jersey. Nepotism. Me and Matt Tim talk about this all the time. Nepotism in this county, in the state of Monmouth County. So yeah, so it looks like this officer has a problem with drinking, because he has 2 separate incidents here that was reported on the website of alcoholic beverage violations. And I looked it up. They're all disposed of, so I don't know what that means. But it looks like this guy has a little anger problem, and he has a little drinking problem and self-control problem, and yet he continues to be a police officer. And he was arrested, got probation, and got to keep his job. I mean, I think officers should be held to a higher level, don't you think, folks? I think so. So anyway, here we are. We have another fine, upstanding officer out there protecting and serving us. And he's been arrested, or not arrested yet. I think the charges are coming. I think definitely he's coming. And he has a history of problems. And I will finish up the video with this. You ladies, I tell you all the time, do not be smitten by the uniform, because it's a real crapshoot. You don't know what you're going to get with them. They have a very high incident of domestic violence. Violence is their go-to tool when they have to solve a problem. It's always violence. And then their other big ones is sexual. You know, they have some sexual problems, and they got drinking problems. And it kind of looks like this officer has all 3 of them. This is Gunnison Undercover outside the Long Branch Police Department, located in Long Branch, New Jersey. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, people, be well, be safe, and always watch the police. Don't trust anything they tell you. Always trust but verify. I just want to add, I forgot to add to the story. This police department here has had 4 officers with a questionable past. We had one officer who, by the name of Jake Pacucci, who was a Officer of the Year, and he's the one that was drunk driving on Ocean Avenue and plowed into this lady and hit her so hard he killed her, knocked her right out of her shoes. We have another officer here. He wasn't an officer when it happened, but he stole $84,000 from the local PBA. He had to pay back. He got 1 year probation. We have another officer by the name of Kell, I think it was. I just did a story on that one. He was drunk driving, got charged with reckless and DUI, and he got it all taken down to a careless driving, and he's still in good standing. And of course, we have this recent officer here. And there's one other story, I can't think what it was, but yeah, this is the police department with a problem, that's for sure.